Talking about the music tonight, hanging out right here at the album release party of Southern Soul Diva, Miss Karen Wolfe.
Hey.
You got the right last name too, girl, because that album is whoop. I wish I could howl. It's off the chain.
You can howl it, don't take much.
And look,
don't take much.
and you know it's gotta be to follow up that last single that you had.
Yeah, of course. You know, I had to come with something. Everybody was telling me, you really got to step up your game now. You know, what you gonna do next? What you gonna do next? And they do them in the same way with this album. For the next album.
For the next,
what
already?
you gonna do? Yeah, already. Before this one even gets out good. What you gonna do next?
Well, now you know on the last project you had some great writers.
Yeah, I did. On the last project, I actually had one of my co-workers who's in the business with me and on the same label as I am, James Smith, out of Flint, Michigan, who wrote Backdoor Love Affair.
Right.
And so James did that one, and I also had my producer, James Jackson, that lives here in Memphis, to do some writing on it, and we also did some co-writing on the last one. But on this one, I had some, you know, I'm not taking anything from the other writers, but I had some dynamic writers to come in, step in, and
so who was
do the dang thing.
Guys on this one?
Oh, number one on the list, Omar Cunningham.
Omar, great
yes,
writer.
number
friend.
one on the list, best writer I've read across so far in this, you know, this field. He is just phenomenal. Omar called me up, or I called him up, one of the two, and he was just letting me hear tracks and letting me hear tracks, and I would say that one. And he'd go, well, nah, you ain't ready for that
now,
one.
You know what? Just to give Omar's props, I know this interview is about you, but Omar is my guy. Omar do a lot of R&B writing too.
Yes, he does. Omar is like the T-Pain of Southern Soul Blues.
Yeah.
That's what Omar is.
Yeah,
he is.
He does his thing.
He's writing for everybody who is somebody.
So Omar, you tell your guy to send me my check. Now I'm giving you some free advertising.
Getting your props, bruh.
So now, what song did Omar write, or is it gonna be the single, or what's the single off?
The single off of the CD is "Man Enough," and that is actually the song that Omar wrote.
Wait now, Man Enough.
Man Enough.
You gotta explain that. Now you know one thing about me. See, I like to give my viewers, I like to give them in details. Now when you make a statement like "Man Enough," by me being a man, I'm trying to figure out what the hell you talking about. Now, man enough to do what?
Check this out, Danny. If you're man enough to leave, I'm woman enough to let you go.
Wait a minute, wait.
I'm not gonna try to stop you.
So
I'm too good for that.
So now, if your man get the balls, the kahunas, or whatever you want to call them, to walk off and leave you, you ain't gonna cry about it.
Ain't no crying. Cause guess what the song say?
You're not gonna beg.
No. Guess what the song says?
What it say?
Any man can pay a power bill.
Huh?
So what I got to
sister.
cry about? Any
Preach.
man can pay a light bill.
Preach.
Any man can pay a phone bill. Any man can pay a water bill.
Hey.
I ain't got nothing to cry about.
Now you finna start some sisters. Hey.
So
I don't know if y'all need this record or not. You gonna be messing up somebody's game.
I ain't just listen.
Omar,
Listen,
you
ladies.
did this.
Yes,
You
he
messed
did.
up
Yes,
the
he
game,
did.
Omar.
Yes, he did. But listen now, I'm talking about me now. I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble or nothing like that.
You don't wanna
But
put
you
him out
know,
there.
I am encouraging you ladies now. If he is man enough to leave, be woman enough to let him go.
So that's the name of the single.
That's
If
it.
you're man enough to leave.
Man enough.
Okay, now what's some of the other stuff on the record?
Some of the other things on there that's really jumping off real good is a song called Southern Soul Party Mood. That's a dance song. As a matter of fact, right before this interview, we were out dancing. I was showing them the
Is that
dance
what that
steps.
was?
That's what that was.
You know, everybody like to dance.
Everybody
now, we
likes to
always
dance.
Up, yeah.
I came up with this little dance step to the song, and everybody wanted to learn how to do it. So that's what we were out there doing, learning how to do the Southern Soul Party Mood dance step.
Well, look, now, this record, I know the Man Enough is doing real well
It's doing
on the
very
American
well.
Blues
Very
Network.
well.
So how do you plan to follow up with the next single, or how do you guys go about choosing the next single?
You know what? Actually, we're working on that as we speak. My producer, again, Jay Jackson, who is here tonight, the first thing he said when he walked through that door, I got some great ideas for the next CD. So my life is in his hands. I trust him completely with my music, with everything. So I know if he come to me and tell me that, then it's got to be much higher a much higher expectation than the one that's already hitting now. And I also plan to hit my boy Omar up once more and again for the next CD.
I'm sure he don't mind. Now, as long as he getting paid, he don't mind.
He should.
But look now, Karen, check this out now. You and I have been knowing each other a long time because we kind of came from that same spiritual background, doing the gospel thing.
Yes, we did.
But a lot of the viewers are just kind of getting familiar with you. So why don't you kind of give everybody a little history of Karen Wolfe, just let everybody know where you come from and, you know, that's
actually I'm an Arkansas girl. I'm an Arkansan. I come straight up out the country. Pine Bluff, Arkansas is where I'm actually originally from. Living here in Memphis now, trying to become a city girl. I saw a few lights, saw a few cameras, saw a few people that said action, and so I said Memphis is a place to be. So, you know, I'm an Arkansas girl, and you know, I'm just down home. I'm not the type person that you can't be one-on-one with. You know what I'm saying? I always like to, you know, be hands-on with my fans, one-on-one with my fans, whatever they need from me. I try to be there for them because without them, there's no me. And of course, you know, that last name, Wolfe, I got to tell you about that. That last name. I got to give props.
So now it ain't just cause you just a bad girl, huh? That's not a nickname.
That's not a nickname. That's a real name. That last name actually derived from my ex-husband, who is also the brother-in-law of Denise LaSalle,
right,
who I also, to this day, still sing background for, Miss Denise LaSalle. So that's where that last name came from.
Well, now let me ask you this, because you having your own career and having the success that you have on the circuit now, and juggling that with working with Denise, and that, because Denise still works a lot.
She does
a
lot.
How does that work out for you as an individual artist?
Well, you know, it's actually, it works out great because Denise supports me in everything that I do, and you have to have good people in your corner, and she is such a good person in my corner. So, you know, it really is no problem. It works out wonderful. Whenever I'm not gigging, I'm definitely on stage with her whenever she's gigging. And whenever I am, she's like, what you trying to hang on to my coattail for? Go on out there.
Right.
You know, so I'm like, well, you sure you don't need me? But she's like, no, do your thing. You do you.
You know, that's the thing that like artists like Denise and just a few others, because it's not very many of them that would encourage you and help you.
Exactly.
You know, with your career. And you obviously have learned a lot from her, because I watch you perform. And, you know.
That's my mentor.
Yeah. And she was, look, her song, I can remember my Uncle Booney dancing to her songs, putting it in that 8-track in that old 57 Chevy on Saturday evenings, you know. Trap.
Yeah.
Caught up.
Hey.
By this thing called love.
Right,
Yeah. So now and I know, you know, I watch you, as I say, and I can tell that you gained a lot of experience from her, because you're a great entertainer. You don't act like a new artist on the circuit. You be putting it down. So.
Well, you know, I don't always feel like a new artist because, you know, I've been doing this for so long. Like you say, we go back to the gospel, to the spiritual, you know, realm of it, you know, and
Jackson Junior High days.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I take it all the way back to there, you know, doing gospel. I was always out front, you know, doing lead for the gospel groups that I was in at that time. So I really don't feel like a newcomer, you know, although I know that I am, you know what I'm saying? You have to pay your dues. I know you have to pay your dues. Right. But, you know, I just feel like I've been doing this for so long, it just comes natural to me. Right. So, hey, I just try to make it do what it do. And with a good teacher like Denise, how can you go wrong?
You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. Well, look, I'm going to let you get back to your table, and I'm going to get back in here and finish enjoying the festivities, because you got free food.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, you got free food and free liquor.
Yes, I do.
So hey, look, hanging out right here at the album release party of Miss Karen Wolfe, diva of Southern Soul. Y'all keep watching us. We talking about the music.